Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to day 3 of 25 Days of Planner Tips, Planner Switch Edition. I want to welcome you to my channel and also thank you for following along with the Paper and Pen Girls series on 25 Days of Planner Tips. This year's topic is planner switching planners. On day 1, the Paper and Pen Girl, Tamra, shared her tip for things that you need to consider when you're going to change up your planner system. And yesterday on day 2, Plan with Lakin served up some planner wisdom on her channel. My name is Sarah. I have a bit of a cold and I apologize for my hoarse voice. I focus on planning, praying, sticker making, and I am a planner girl in every sense of the word. I'm in what I call my planner castle right now, which is a room in my basement that I've devoted to planners and planning, and of course filming for my YouTube channel. I've tried dozens of planners, and I have pretty much never met a planner that I didn't like something about. I will try new planners just for the sheer pleasure of the paper smell, exploring a different brand, trying a different layout. Maybe there's a new feature that I haven't seen in another planner. And I think probably many of you can relate to that. If you're like me, you will rarely leave Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Home Goods, Marshalls, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, etc., without first paying a visit to the planner aisles. Nonetheless, I do have a core lineup of planners that I regularly use. They're for different aspects of my life and my work. Not all of my planners have the same purpose, and that brings me to my tip for this video. Consider whether you will toss, archive, or continue using this planner next year before you change things up. This can end up saving you money, time, and frustration. Some planners are strictly utilitarian, meaning they have no lasting practical or sentimental value to you after they've served their purpose. Some planners should be kept, either for reference or because you've kept memories in them, or both. Occasionally, planners can be used in an ongoing fashion by replacing outdated calendar pages with new ones and carrying forward the information that you may need on a year after year basis. In the use it and then toss it category, I might place things like to-do list journals, work planners that no longer help you when they're full, or pocket planners that are perhaps just for jotting things down temporarily when you're on the go. In the save it or archive it category, I would include planners that you've journaled in, decorated elaborately, kept track of health information in, logged your children's milestones in, or have done memory keeping in. This was the sort of planning that I was doing when I made a mistake in switching planners a few years ago, and I'm going to come back to that. The third category I mentioned is in the ongoing or continuous use category. These might include perpetual calendars, teacher planners, meal planners, financial planners, or home maintenance planners. Any area of life that needs a hub for storing information, but you might not be done with it in 1 year. You might use it for longer than a year. So the mistake that I made a few years ago occurred because I did not consider the end use of my planner. It was my main planner. And here's what happened. One of my favorite planner companies came out with A5 agendas in all sorts of beautiful covers and designs. If you're not familiar with A5 agendas, they're basically fancy notebooks. Think of a school trapper keeper, but for grown-ups. They can be really expensive if you're talking about leather goods or designer brands, so they could be investments. So I was excited to switch my main planner system over from my usual coil-bound book to one of those elegant new agendas. It was great in the beginning because of the flexibility of being able to add pages and remove pages whenever I liked. And my pages were also somewhat protected when I was on the go. Not only that, but my agenda had little pockets and little loops for writing tools and stickers and other accessories that I wanted to carry along with me. So it was really fun. Well, when my agenda began to get bulked up because I was using stickers and extra inserts and various other things, I would simply remove the older pages and secure them with binder clips and then put them away in a drawer or on a shelf. As time went on, it occurred to me that I was accumulating stacks of used planner pages, and I couldn't just go and flip through them the way I could when they were in my coiled book. Instead, I had to go find the right stack of pages, unclip them, and just flip through them as separate sheets. And you might be asking, well, what's the big deal? Well, because I was using this new ring agenda system for my main planner, it was sentimental to me. I'm in a planner now, and even though I'm in a week in December, I will flip back to May or April or March just because I like to relive what I did or just see how I decorated. It meant something to me. I had decorated the pages, I had added photographs, and I simply enjoyed looking back at those weeks and months. And that was easy to do when all of my pages were gathered into one coiled book. But now it was kind of a hassle. Another problem was that I had always enjoyed archiving my old planners, and I ordered custom covers to identify what year was inside of the books. With my fancy new agenda, there were two main issues that interfered with the way I like to archive my books. Number one, the entire planner would not fit on the rings all at one time. Number two, my fancy agenda cover was meant to be used over and over, not stored on a shelf and retired when the year was over. I did think of some ideas to help me get past those issues. I ordered an inexpensive, clear agenda cover on Amazon, thinking that I would just store my pages in that. But the rings were not large enough to accommodate the entire year. So I could have divided the year in half or in thirds or in quarters and just bought more of those clear agenda covers. But it just didn't feel right to me. I just didn't like having different volumes to go back and look at when I was archiving the planner. It wasn't as tidy as it had been. I realized that for my type of planning in my main planner, and that was decorative, it included a lot of stickers and mementos and photos, the coiled system just appealed more to me than the agenda did. So that being said, the reverse was also true when it came to other types of planning besides the memory planning that I did in my main planner. For example, every year I use some of the same planner pages in my piano teaching. Students stay with me as much as 12 to 14 years consecutively, and their progress is ongoing and cumulative. So a ring system would allow me to continue using pages that can be carried forward to the next year and just replace old calendar pages with new ones and keep records on student progress over longer periods of time than just 1 year. I have a Christmas planner / journal that I'm using this year for the 5th year in a row. I don't need a new planner for Christmas every year, and it helps me to have one simple book where I can compare notes from 1 year to the next. Everything is recorded bullet journal style in a simple journal that has an index or table of contents that I update as things get added. I kind of wish that I had started this Christmas journal many years ago. It would be so nice to be able to look back and see what we did when, how much things cost, and stuff like that. I hope that if you are considering making a planner switch for 2025, or maybe at some point later in the year, that this tip will help you to make that decision with not only the function, the aesthetics of the new planner in consideration being taken into account, but also the end use of the planner. So that's my tip for day 3 of 25 Days of Planner Tips, Planner Switch Edition. Tomorrow, I hope you'll head over for day 4 of this collaboration to watch Becca plan on her YouTube channel. Her channel, as well as the others that I've mentioned in this video, will be linked in the video description below this video. And if you liked this video, even though I have a little cold, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and become a part of my community. I do videos once or twice every week, including Plan With Me's planner hacks, planner reviews, and organizational tips. You can also find me on Instagram at Plan Sarah Plan, or in my Facebook group, Plan Sarah Plan's Planner Circle. Once again, I want to thank Tamara, the paper and pen girl, for hosting this collaboration again this year and for inviting me to be part of it again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.